kind of bored, as a lot of people are, so I thought I would just share what I like to do, which is draw chibis. It's usually one of the kind of commissions I do at a convention. I do chibis because they're fast and they're cute, and I like drawing them. So I just finished watching Frozen 2, because we got Disney Plus, because I wanted to watch Mulan, and I was like, hey, let's watch Frozen 2, so I liked her clothes, so I thought I'd draw a little chibi Elsa. The way I draw chibis has kind of changed a little bit over the years. I used to draw them a lot more less detailed, a little bit more like chubby looking, chibi. Now I do give them a little bit more detail just because it's a little bit more fun to draw and color in, especially at conventions. But this is kind of the typical type of chibi that I would draw. They would have a lot of detail in their clothes, but they'd have like a giant head, and with big eyes. This is like more this little doodle on the side is more of like kind of the more simplistic kind of almost like an adult baby style chibi that I used to draw, where their bodies are they're just like a pleasantly plump kind of body, less detail. It doesn't really even seem like they have a lot of joints or details at all. And they have very cutesy little faces. I learned to draw actually by looking at Sailor Moon mangas, and the way that she drew chibis was like this. So that's why my chibis initially, when I first started drawing, looked very much like Sailor Moon chibis from the manga, because that's how she would draw them. She draws them just like this, with these really thick thighs and just very cutesy. And but then eventually it became my own style. Drawing like Anna, just her face, it's very similar to Elsa. Just this big eyes. I draw the eyes with the iris in the center, and then a lot of reflection, which is those little blocked out kind of pie shapes that are in it. So when I draw anyway a chibi, I draw usually the face shape first. The ear is usually very low, and then I draw the eyes. Now with the girls, I tend sometimes I'll draw them a little bit more angular, especially with Elsa. But with somebody who's very innocent like Kristoff here, the eyes would be a little bit more turned down. And the higher amount of reflection, or the wider part of the eye, makes them look more innocent in comparison to somebody like Hans. I make his eyes a little bit smaller and with less reflection, because he's a bad guy, and I just want to show that a little bit, and you give him a little sinister look on his face, and but you can still recognize it's Hans, and he's just coming up with a dastardly plan. So body-wise, like I said, I draw like a giant head and this very sort of simplistic body, but I still put a lot of detail. So I'm going to draw Hans twice. Once in the more style that I tend to do, and then one in another style, which is like the kind of more I guess, adult baby style. So this it has his ascot and his vest and his overcoat and his pants and knee-high boots, and he's in a little proper little stance where he's adjusting his ascot, and there's a little bit more detail in it. These are all sketches, of course, which I would make a little bit more detailed as I colored it in and refined it, but this would be just kind of an initial sketch that I would come up with. And then next to him is going to be like the kind of baby style, if you will, of a Monsieur Hans, where you still see he's wearing the same kind of outfit, but it's less detail, if that makes any sense. As you can see, he's so pretty much now I'm just going to show you how I would draw out Elsa. I don't color them in a very cell shaded, very cartoony way. I color in my chibis the same way I color in my big pictures, my larger, more detailed pictures. It's very blended, just because I think it looks cute. So yeah, this is my chibi Elsa.